Alright, so you can see here's my boy Matt. He's setting up on the deadlift, and we're trying to get him a better start and have him set up a lot better. He's pulling with, he's outside of the neutral back position, and it's a really bad setup. He's got a lot of strength, but I really wasn't liking what I was seeing with the setup. So let's see what it kind of looks like, and we're going to stop it. Okay, so you can see here that setup is it's pretty bad. That's where he's starting at. He's got a rounded back here, and his neck is not packed. He's looking up, and his chin is jutting forward. Now, he has a lot of strength, but the setup is really bad, and when he starts to pull, he's pulling with a rounded back instead of that neutral position. So let's see how it progresses here.
One more.
Okay, let me move that away. Let's see it again. He's got a good lockout. I don't mind the lockout, but the first pull looks really bad. I mean, he's really arched, and he's lost neutral. The bar gets away from him on the first pull, so we're going to cue him back and see what it looks like. Let's see, let's have him. Okay, let's watch it in real speed. Good. Alright, so here's Matt again. This is his second attempt. We worked with him a little bit, cued him back to neutral posture. So what we did was, we always teach it with neutral posture, then we move into the hip hinge with neutral posture, and then we can overload that movement. So we moved his stance out a little bit, just because he has such big legs, and we want to make sure he can get in a good setup position. We moved him off the bar a little bit, so he can translate his knees a little bit and get more tension. He wants to take the slack out of the bar before he starts to pull. So we're going to see his setup now in slow motion.
Before you do anything, drop the hips a little bit and arch. Arch.
Alright, so there he is. You can see, one, I sound drunk because I put it in slow motion. Two, we can see that neutral spine. Let's look at this right there. That's exactly what I want to see. His shoulders are slightly ahead of the bar. That means he can pull up and pull back during the lockout. He's got a lot more potential to stay injury-free, and he's going to be able to pull a lot more here once he gets used to bracing in that neutral posture. So let's see it. I'm going to take it off. We'll do it a couple times. Good. Let's see him. We'll run that back one more time.
Before you do anything, drop the hips a little bit and arch. Arch.
Good. At lockout, you can see his head's down a little bit. We would probably cue him back up, but the main goal today was just to work on his technique and work on his setup and make sure he wasn't pulling the way he used to pull. So this is something that's going to have to be an ongoing effort, and just to continue to work with him, bring up his core strength, work on his hip mobility. Just because of that starting position, he might be kind of restricted, like I said, just because his legs are so big. But yeah, that's how we work with them. That's how we work with athletes, just cueing them back and just continuously working to improve their setup so they're in the best position and safest position. This is Smitty from Diesel. Come back and subscribe to the page. Thanks.